Our lesson for March the 22nd, we're going to be looking at the prophet Obadiah. His book is the shortest of the prophets. If you'll notice on the outline, I have chapter 1, verse 1, but actually there's just one chapter, so could actually just put the verse. It's the shortest of the prophets, and also it is one that, like one of our earlier minor prophets, is filled with kind of wrath toward the people to whom it is directed. So who is this Obadiah, and why does he present this particular prophecy? Well, the prophet's name means worshiper of God or servant of God. It's a very common name in the Old Testament. We find about 20 times, referring to about 10 different people, the name appears in the Old Testament. But again, as far as we know, none of those can be identified with the particular prophet who wrote this book. The book is a part of what is known as anti-Edomite literature. We see examples of that in other books, but this particular book, the whole thing is directed toward this anti-Edomite spirit. So what's that about? What does that mean? Well, the Edomite people were descendants of Esau, and going all the way back to Jacob and Esau, this conflict between the two brothers worked its way out into the descendants from those two brothers, Edomites, who were descendants from Esau, and the Israelites, of course, who were descendants from Jacob. And so there is that national tension between them that goes all the way back to the brothers. The capital city of Edom was a place called Petra. It was built among the rocks in such a way that they really thought it was impregnable. Nobody could touch them. Nobody could hurt them. And that created among the Edomite people sort of an arrogant, profane, and proud spirit. And we see that reflected as the book of Obadiah unfolds. Edom felt that they were a formidable enemy that nobody could ever undermine. Obadiah counters that now with his message of the judgment of God that is coming against the Edomite people. His word for Edom and his message is directed specifically toward them, exclusively toward them. Unlike the other prophecies, he doesn't prophesy against Judah or Israel at all. It's all against Edom. And his message for Edom is a message of doom. They thought they were indestructible. He reminds them that this is not true. Although maybe impregnable to human forces, they were still pregnable to the sovereignty and power of God. Edom's pride is expressed in this confident question in verse 3. They say, "Who can bring me down to the ground?" And the answer that Obadiah gives is, God will. God can bring you down. And we see that clearly stated at the end of verse 4. Obadiah likened Edom to the eagle who nests in the rock, isolated from the people, above the people, who swoops down and does its damage and then swoops back to its nest. He said Edom is like that, but no longer will they be impregnable because God, the prophet said, will bring them down. The doom that he predicts on Edom will bring total destruction to the nation. In other words, it's going to wipe out the nation completely. And we see this beginning in verse 5 and 6. He talks about all the wealth and treasury of